Hey folks, red blanket review time. Uh, I've been away a long time. I haven't done a video in a long time. Whatever, just nothing to really talk about. Winter's long and shitty. So anyway, I got this in the mail yesterday uh, because I wanted it. It's cool looking, and because it fills a really specific spot in what I was looking for. And anyhow, there's a million reviews of this knife online. So there's nothing new here that you're gonna find out. It's the cold steel Kobun. A lot of people have this, a lot of people reviewed it, a lot of people destroyed it, whatever. Not gonna do that. I just wanna talk about it myself. They changed the clip to black, which is kinda cool. Clip's pretty useless. It holds it in your pocket, kinda. It's the worst thing about the whole setup. You can replace that with an Ultra clip though, which I will probably do. A lot of people don't like the handle, but the handle has some pretty, it's not a simple handle. It has some complex geometry to it. It is very small though, and if you got really big hands, you probably won't like the feel. But my hands are kind of stubby but meaty, so I kind of like it. It kind of fits good. Very minimalist, and that's kind of why I like this knife. Other than aesthetically, it's awesome. The dude who designed this, the cold steel dude, you know who he is. Everybody knows the guy. He does crazy, outrageous videos and stuff. But he really did a good job on this, aesthetically copying a Japanese blade, like this continuous belly curve that goes through the whole thing. That's pretty in the basic flat top. Very traditional look of Japanese tanto. And it's just a good knife, man. It's the value to this is awesome. It's like $60 on Amazon. And I wanted something basically in this size, weight, and range to carry with me when I'm like out exercising and stuff, walking. If I'm not carrying a gun, I usually carry a knife. A lot of times it'll be this guy, this Emerson Commander. It's a really awesome knife in its own right. But this knife being about $200 less than this Emerson, and a fixed blade, so you don't ever have to worry about the joint getting damaged. I don't know, excuse me, how you would do that in a normal situation, but especially me, because I don't use my knives for anything other than defense. I might cut a clothing tag or something off it for my kid if they buy something, but 99% of the times I don't cut anything with knives that I carry all the time for specific reasons. But this thing it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty impressed with it. I also have the Recon Tanto coming in the mail, and I'll put that up too when I get it. Yet again, another knife that everybody knows about. Nothing new in these videos, but I'm really impressed with the handling on this thing for its price. It's a very capable piece. It's awesome. Super low profile too. Lower profile than this Emerson. Thickness wise, chunkiness wise, this thing is like super svelte, I guess is the correct term of it. Very surgical. I mean, it is, I'll say Japanese surgical stainless, but it just feels very, very surgical in the hand, and it's balanced right around the middle. It's right at the guard, basically. Very well balanced knife. It's awesome. It's really cool. I've talked for almost 5 minutes now about it. But no, I think if you're looking for a really high value, capable blade for, civic defense, I mean, either one of these two knives is great, but if you don't want to worry about, having to deploy the folder, this is super slick. 3.2 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeter-ish, whatever, thick, all the way through. It fills all the boxes you need, and it doesn't really fill any extra. It's just what you need, basically. And I really like that. I really like how simplistic it is and how focus driven it is. Very cool geometry too, with the kind of non-aggressive hollow grind. It's kind of a not a lot of hollow ground there. I think they say it's flat, but it's definitely hollow ground curvature. You can see it up there on the tip. Those two interplaying together right here is super cool to look at. It's just very attractive blade. I love the proportions of it, and to handle it, it's very confidence inspiring for whatever you might need. I like it. I mean, it's definitely not. It's definitely like I would say samurai-ish, like, you know, like katana wise. Like it was made to really use in a non-armored katana is used basically on non-armored opponents in civil life, because they're not hyper strong swords. Not that this is actually pound for pound probably way stronger than a katana. You know, you're not going to damage this very easily, but it's not like the Recon Tanto and its giant indestructibility of the Recon Tanto. This is definitely like a more nimble, fragile laser beam type blade, if you know what I'm saying. Very precise and focus driven, where the Recon Tanto is more of a big heavy tool that can be used for a lot, which I wouldn't, you know, abuse. I don't abuse my knives. My philosophy is like, if you want to use an axe, bring a freaking axe. Like, that's how I go. But I do appreciate people destructive testing stuff to see what it does. This thing comes hair shaving sharp out of the box. I mean, I've sharpened stuff, you know, 10% sharper with a diamond hone at a specific angle, you know. But this is, you know, way plenty sharp coming from the factory. Comes in a simple box, not overdone. They don't waste money on, you know, excessive packaging. Comes wrapped in plastic with some oil on the blade. Obviously in its sheath, which is it's a decent sheath. I know it's plastic, but I mean, it's not going to shatter on you. It's good enough, you know. It's good enough for the price that it adds is minimal. So yeah, this is a good deal. If you come across, or if you want something like this, you're not going to go wrong buying this. The workmanship is really good. I did find like it's hand done for sure too, because there's a little bit of a deviation in the spine grind right in here. You can kind of feel it where it wavered at hair, but it's nothing that anybody's going to notice other than super nerds like me who's actually like looking for imperfection on stuff. But it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't affect the knife at all. But you can just, you know, there are tiny slight imperfections in it, which don't matter, you know. Just, you know, for somebody who's reviewing it and looking for super precision, I mean, I would say the tip it's not perfectly symmetrical. The grind on the tip, it's gonna be hard to focus on it. I think you got it there for a split second. Anyway, but it's pretty close. I'm not gonna be able to get it. Oh, maybe. Fighting a losing battle. Anyway, definitely good value for your money. If you want something like that, don't be afraid to purchase that. I'll see you in a bit when I get that Recon Tanto. I'll put that on there and maybe compare the two against the K-Bar or something. Good knives for a good price. Later.